In his third presidential election, Donald Trump has come to count on the crucial faith vote. Let's bring in the president of Paula White Ministries, Pastor Paula White, Kane of the National Faith Advisory Board. It's great to have you on the show. I'm just wondering, one, what's your reaction to the former president and future president's victory tonight, and how important and how do you think significant was the faith vote involved in that?
Well, it's so great to be with you, and I am overwhelmed, excited about tonight, obviously, this great victory. But I predicted this last Monday, Chase, when we were in Powder Springs, Georgia, the National Faith Advisory Board's annual summit. We had 2,700 pastors and faith leaders that were by invitation only. The president came. He spent almost 2.5 hours with us, where I was able to interview him. And I talked about some of the statistics, the polls that had been out there that talked about how people faith will not show up, and I said, I don't believe it. I've been out there for the last several years working with the coalition of the greatest army of faith. We had hundreds and hundreds of churches that did voter registration that had never done voter registration in our battleground states, North Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania. We had two simultaneously faith tours going on. We had Get Out the Vote, and then of course my husband plays with Journey, Jonathan Kane of Journey, and I was out touring with him as well as doing all of this, and I was with everyday people of faith, people who love this country, people who love our president, and they got out, and we are getting the statistics back right now. Just got off with Ralph Reed and others, and we turned out in the droves. I think we're going to have historical numbers for the faith vote.
When you say historical numbers, Paul, I don't want to put you on the spot or anything, but what are we looking at? When you say statistics back, what are we hoping for? What are you looking at?
Well, we had 81% of the evangelical vote for President Trump in 2016, and then we went up to 85 in 2020. Ralph and I believe that we are going to hit over 87. And
really?
That, when you begin to look, and we know that we already know because we've been, just following this in real time, just Faith and Freedom alone knocked on over 9.8 million doors. When you look at what churches have done, the phone calls they've made, the people they've talked to, the people they've registered, it is just unprecedented. So again, when you look at conservative Catholics with evangelicals, and you see that that number makes up over 38% of the electorate, and I've said this before, that is more than the Black, Hispanic, and Union put together, and I just say that numbers, and we know everyone turned out. Hispanic vote, Black vote, Union vote, women vote, men vote. We won the popular vote, and that really says something about where this nation. We were not ready, nor will we accept an anti-God agenda and policy being implemented that does not align with the values of our nation and the values of millions and millions of people.
And I got to go, Paula, but I'm wondering if you can put your thumb on exactly why these people of faith, these Christians are so drawn to Donald Trump.
Well, because he implements policies that we value and we care about, and he's promise made, promise kept. I've known him for 24 years and been with him, and of course have been so privileged to open that door. And people, we put 10,000 faith leaders through the White House before, and they know him personally. They've worked with him, and they know that this is a man that stands for their values, their policies, and we will not allow this anti-God agenda for our children or grandchildren. That's why they showed up.
Oh, Paula White Kane, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate your time. Best of luck to you and all the people who voted for the former president.